What up, Laker Nation? Here with your boy Kareem. How you guys doing? Wow. I don't understand this, man. Luka Doncic is not a point guard. Yesterday I did a video and I was saying how they left Russ out the top 10 point guards that's in the league. And someone left a comment, shout out to you. He left a comment saying Luka's a point guard. I said Luka is a small forward. He said no, Luka is a point guard. Luka played point all season. And this the thing what kills me. And I'm going to break this down, and I hope I'll break it down and I don't have to say anything else about this. A point guard is when you lined up as a point guard and you playing both ends of the court as a point guard. You can't. Luka is lined up as a small forward. The same with Ben Simmons. They said Ben Simmons is a point guard. How? If Ben Simmons lined up as a power forward, like it's only two sides of the game, offense and defense. How come if offensively you could say okay he's a point guard because he brings the ball down the court? In today's NBA, anybody can pretty much bring the ball down the court now. That's in case Scottie Pippen brought the ball down. They never say Scottie Pippen a point guard. You never hear them say anything about Scottie Pippen being a point guard. But Scottie Pippen brought the ball down for them Chicago teams. But they say he one of the best small forwards of all time, wherever they rank him as small forward. Ben Simmons does the same thing. He brings the ball down, but he lines up as a power forward. He guards the wings. He don't guard the point guards. You may saw him take out the playoffs when he guarded Trae Young. He don't defend point guards. That was just a situation Trae was cooking and he guarded them, but he defends the wing positions. So they need to stop that. The last true big point, it's like they want everybody. Let me tell you the difference. Magic Johnson was a point guard. You know why? Magic started, lined up as a point guard, and he defended the point guards. Every now and then, and then most of the game he'll guard them towards the end. They'll put a quicker guard if Magic getting killed. And they'll put like Byron Scott on the guard. But let me tell you the Lakers starting lineup. Magic at the point, Byron Scott at the 2, James Worthy at the 3, AC Green at the 4, and Kareem at the 5. Kareem guarded the 5s, AC Green guarded the 4s, James Worthy guarded the 3s, Byron Scott guarded the 2s, Magic Johnson guarded the 1. Matt Johnson brought the ball down and defended the 1s. That's a point guard. Penny Hardaway is the last big point guard in the NBA. Penny Hardaway, the same thing. Penny Hardaway played the 1. Nick Anderson played the 2. Dennis Scott played the 3. Horace Grant played the 4. Shaq played the 5. Penny Hardaway guarded the point guards. Nick Anderson guarded the shooting guards. That's a point guard. Magic Johnson and Penny Hardaway is the last big point guard there is. They're trying to say, oh, Ben Simmons. He's not. And Luka is not a point guard. Luka is a forward. He brings the ball down. Just because a guy bring the ball down and handle a lot of responsibilities, make passing, and he make average 7 assists, that don't make him a point guard. Same thing like LeBron. LeBron is a small forward. When you rank LeBron, if you want to say who's the greatest small forward all time, you can't be in two categories. And this is another thing I think is just retarded. You know what I'm saying? That people say. Oh, if you in the starting lineup, you ain't playing two positions. You either playing one of the positions you playing. So if you're a point guard, you're a point guard. You can't be a point guard, a small forward. So if they say the greatest small forward all time, let's say, and somebody say LeBron the greatest small forward all time, and they say greatest point guard, you can't list him in two different. Just because he bring the ball down and get you into your offense, that don't make you a point guard. LeBron always played the small forward. He handled the rock in the offense, but defensively, he is a wing. He's a small forward. See, that's the problem. The problem is, and it pisses me off, that people try to have it both ways. You can't. You can't. The name of the game is offense and defense. That's just like you, and that's the problem I have with the media. The media think us people that watch the games is stupid. They feel you could they could tell us anything and we're going to go for it. And for the most part, people do go for it. Without people digging deep into anything and looking into something. I always been like that. Like if somebody say something about somebody, I'm going to look into it before I pass judgment. Luka Doncic is a small forward. You never see him defend no point. He lines up as, when they show the lineups, and they show the lineup to show the starting five, he lines up as a small forward. This is the thing that kills me. They will show you, let me tell you how the media is. They will show you, okay, they lined up as a small forward. They show the two guards, the wings, the center, like that. He lines up as a small forward. You don't see Luka guard no Steph or no Westbrook and them guys there. Like, and I think that's not fair for guards. Because they sit there, how can you sit there and say, they say who the best, let's say for instance, let's just take Russ out of it. They say who the best rebounding guard in the NBA. How can you say Ben Simmons, the best rebounding guard? Ben Simmons is the forward. That's why. Now he getting accolades of being the best rebounding guard, but in reality, he's a forward. He's a forward. Like, we got to stop this, man. The media, stop having the media tell you stuff. A point guard is a point guard. LeBron is the greatest small forward in NBA history. Magic, the greatest point guard in NBA history. It is not, you can't put him at, because he played. No, he don't. No, he don't. No, Luka don't. Luka plays small forward. Ben Simmons played power forward. That's his position. He defended, do everything. Just because he bring the ball down in today's NBA is this different. But he's not lying. He lined up. What you lined up as, that's who you are. If you lined up as a forward, a power forward, that's what you are. You're a power forward. Now you got to get. This is, I think that's crazy. If they say the top 10 power forwards in the game, how can you not put Ben Simmons that he lined up there? And they say their front line is Ben Simmons, Tobias Harris, and Joel Embiid. That's their front court. That's why I said the media try to manipulate you. They would say they front court. Ben Simmons, Embiid, and is their front court. The back court of Philadelphia is Seth Curry and Danny Green. That's their backcourt. So now what you saying, Danny Green is they? No, he not. Danny Green is the backcourt. Danny Green is in the backcourt. So is this that's just what it is. And Dallas backcourt was Josh Richardson and Brunson, somebody. No, Josh Richardson and they had like Tim Hardaway, I think. Yeah, in their backcourt. Luka Doncic, if you just short and they say they front line, he's their front line. You cannot have it both ways. A lot of times, sometimes Giannis bring the ball down. We cannot do that. If you lined up when it comes on the screen and it goes dan 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 dan, and it comes on the screen and they show 5 players, and when they line them up like this, and then they line the guys on top. You lined up as a small forward. That's what you are. Just because you bring the ball down, it doesn't matter. That don't mean anything. Jokers bring the ball down. That means he's their point guard. He leads their team in assists. He bring the ball down a lot. He bring the ball at least half the time. So that makes Joker is a point guard. Like, see, we can't pick and choose where we want to put people at. That we can't do. And that we're not doing. We're not doing, and we cannot do that. You are who you are. If you want to be a point guard, line up as a point guard. You defend the point guard, have the point guard defend you. That's how you do it. Magic and Penny Hardaway was the only, they keep, big point. No. Just because you average 8 or 9 assists don't make you, that don't mean you're a point guard. You're a good passer. You're a passing forward. Scottie Pippen, I never heard not one person ever say Scottie Pippen was the point guard. Scottie Pippen always brought the ball down. Michael brought it down. You barely saw John Paxson. I never seen John Paxson bring the ball up. But Scottie Pippen brought the ball up the majority of the game for Chicago. And you never hear not one person ever say Scottie Pippen is a small forward. A point guard. You never hear that. So we got to stop, man. We got to stop and call it what it is, man. Because they had Ben Simmons rated over Russell Westbrook as point guards, which, how can you even say that? Like I said, the hate becomes Russell with the Lakers. Lakers already bring a different type of hate. They ain't like Westbrook anyway. Now he with the Lakers, that made it even worse. So that's all that was about right there. That's all that was about right there. We gotta stop. We gotta do right. And if we're gonna you want to talk sports the right way, man. And stop and don't let the media talk to you like you stupid. Cause they do things right in front of your face and y'all going for it. Y'all people got to stop going for it. That's how he played point guard. When they show they line up, if he's a point guard, how come who's they small forward? He brings the ball up, that's it. He don't guard them, he guard the small forward. Ben guard the wings. When they line up, Seth Curry guard the small guard. Danny Green guard the guys after that. Tobias Harris and what's his name? I guess depending on the matchup, they could switch. When they played the Clippers, he was guarding Paul George and Kawhi. He didn't guard Reggie Jackson. When they play us, he didn't guard Dennis Schroeder. He didn't guard KCP. He guard Braun or AD. Like, come on, we got to stop. Ben Simmons was guarding one of those guys. Like, come on, people, we gotta stop, man. We gotta stop, man. And then when I say something, man, I don't be going to keep going back and forth in the comment section with it. But just use your own head, man. He's not a point guard. Like I said, it's no three ways. It's two sides of the coin. Offense, defense. There's nothing else in between that. So now, okay, you got offense, defense. That's two, right? Which make the deciding factor who you are, how you lined up. That's the deciding factor. Okay, so that's how I classify you. Okay, you bring the ball up as a point guard. Okay, so you're a point. On defense, you guarding a forward. Okay, now I make you a forward. So now what's the tiebreaker? How you lined up? When the game come on, you lined up as a forward. So that's what you are, man. That's the case you can say Joker is a point guard. We can say that. We can easily say that. He brings the ball a lot. So y'all want to say he a point guard? Okay, Joker's a point guard. Now he's not a center. Because now you can't pick and choose. Now if you want to line him as a point guard, if you want to say, because he bring the ball down, he averaged the most assists on their team. He lead their team in assists. So how are we doing this? So we want to say, okay, Joker is the point guard. So now we say the top 5 centers. You cannot mention Joker. See, this is the thing. You can't mention them in 2 different categories if they're a starter. You cannot do that. So we got to stop, man. I hope you guys, whoever didn't know this, I hope y'all learned something, man, and understand what I'm saying, man. Like, subscribe, leave a comment. Peace.